Well, we couldn't be happier.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, AJ was a great character. We loved when you played it before, and now that you're back, thank God you're not a ghost.
Right.
I wish they would. Yeah. I wish they would do the same thing with Stuart Damon, because we miss him. But thank God you're back, another Quartermaine in the fold, because we were getting down to pretty, little bunch of them that were left, and now poor. God bless, rest in peace, John Ingle is gone.
Yeah, that was so sad. The Quartermaines, I really think, are kind of the one part of the core essence of the show, and I think having the Quartermaines back really has infused the show with, kind of a newfound kind of energy or whatever. But I'm very happy to be part of it.
Exactly. We needed it, and your scenes couldn't be any better with Lucy Coe. And
she's so fun to work with.
We were just talking about that, saying that your next move is probably going to be marrying Lucy Coe so you can get that 1%.
Oh my God! That didn't even occur to me.
Right.
Wow. Well, I listen. She ain't too hard in the eyes. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I would definitely not put a sort of morally ambiguous move like that past AJ. So, although I think AJ's trying to be a better guy.
Yeah.
I think it's a struggle, but he's trying.
Yeah, I think AJ's always been that type of person, even back when you were on there before, where you always try to do something good, but then you always get yourself in trouble somehow, some way, doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a great black sheep character.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's interesting about AJ, again, like the same that I found interesting with Deacon, is that they're not straight up, bad characters. They're sort of morally ambiguous, and I think that when you're on a soap opera, it's very difficult if you play someone that's just good, because it doesn't offer the sort of moral conflict and challenges that kind of as an actor allows you to do interesting and fun stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy to play somebody that is dabbles in the shades of gray rather than being
black or white.
Black or white, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's funny you brought that up, because that was going to be one of my questions to you, if you felt that AJ and Deacon were similar, in their character, and I see it that way, and I'm sure a lot of our other listeners that watch you on both shows, or actually Young and The Restless too, see the same thing.
Yeah, they come from two very different socioeconomic backgrounds, but they both feel less than. They both feel like, for some reason or another, there's a little part of them inside, or maybe not such a little part, that just doesn't seem to match up with everyone else. I think they both have these these inferiority complexes or insecurities that they try and they compensate for. Everybody has some, but theirs are thrown in their face again and again, and their struggle is to rise above them.
Right. Exactly. You just handle it different than any other person might do it, and always with good intention.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry. I kind of cut out for a second.
Oh, I was just saying that you always do things, but always with good intention, but it just ends up backwards somehow.
Right.
Well, one of the things that I found very interesting about you, which I would have never known had I not learned this, was that you have made numerous appearances, at the world-famous Hollywood Improv and the Laugh Factory. I never knew that you had a comedic side.
I've been doing stand-up off and on since I was 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize it was since you were 15. And you're, 22 now, right?
Yeah. Oh, my God. I haven't done stand-up in probably about 6 months, because I've just been so busy and haven't had time to. But, I enjoy doing it. I love being in front of a live audience. It's one of the reasons I really enjoy doing theater. and I'm already in talks to possibly do a play that I've actually done before. It was a very successful play that I'm in talks to maybe do that again at some point. Because when you're on a soap, you're not performing in front of. I guess you're performing in front of the crew, but I mean,
right.
Not the same as an audience.
All right. Yeah, you get different reactions than from the crew than if you were in front of a live audience actually doing your stand-up. So I would love to see that. You ever come to Chicago doing that, or is it always just in L.A.?
I think I did a club in Chicago called Zanies years ago. I don't remember.
Yes.
I don't remember. Yeah, long time ago. I would love to come to Chicago and do that. I just, I've been so busy on the show. I really have had no free time. Other than right now, which is the holidays, but I would love to sometime in the future maybe set something up and do that.
Yeah, well, good. I look forward to that.
That would be fun.
I didn't catch, I guess, the last time you were at Zanies, but we do still have Zanies, so.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, this is a long time ago. This was years ago.
We actually have more of them now.
Oh, okay. Very cool. I love Chicago, though. Chicago is such a great town. I had family living in Chicago for years, and when I was real young, I used to go there every summer, and I remember I used to love going to Lincoln Park and seeing the polar bears, and I love Chicago. Yeah,
I love it too in the summer. I just don't like it in the winter.
I can't stand cold winters. I mean, I went to school in Boston, and I grew up in Pennsylvania, so I definitely know cold winters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I do not miss them one bit.
No, and I wouldn't either. If I could ever move out of here, that's what we were talking about earlier. I'm going somewhere where it's going to be warm all year round, or the snow falls and the next day it's gone.
Right. Hey, can I plug something real quick?
Oh yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Tell everybody if they'd like to follow me on Twitter, that would be great. And I do my best to try and respond to people on Twitter and let them know the things that that I'm doing when I'm on. I frequently guest on Showbiz Tonight and on Red Eye, and it's a good way to follow me if you'd like to. So.
Oh yeah, and it's at Sean Kanan. It's your name,
yes.
So it's SEAN KANAN.
Yes.
Right. So follow him on Twitter. I
that
do.
Would be great.
He's fun.
if you haven't picked up a copy of my book yet, I'd like everybody to try and do that. It's a really funny book. It's a cookbook. It's called The Modern Gentleman: Cooking and Entertaining with Sean Kanan. It is by no means just for men. It gives women kind of an insight into, I think, how guys think, and it's sort of very tongue-in-cheek and funny in some parts, and I think that everybody seems to really enjoy it. So if you'd like to get the book, you can get that at the website, which is SeanKananTheModernGentleman.com, and I will be glad to sign it for you and get it out to you.
Yeah, and that's another thing I was going to ask you about. With the success of Modern Gentleman, you have another book coming out next year, right?
Yeah, I'm about halfway through it right now, and I'm gonna put it out in 2013. And I'm really looking forward to that. This one's gonna be a little different. I'm toying with the tentative title of Instructions for Planet Number 3, and it's kind of a, I don't want to say it's a chicken soup for the soul, but it deals with stuff that everybody deals with. My perception of it, and I think it's going to be something that people are really going to like. I really do. I'm very happy with this book so far.
Is it hard to sit down and write a book, or do you have the majority of it in your head when you go to sit down?
No, I don't have the majority of it in my head. I have some of it in my head. Yeah, it's a little difficult too. I mean, I do better with hard deadlines. I seem to respond better like when my back is against the wall and I know I have to turn pages into the publisher or something like that. That's when I do really well and I'm able just to sit down and get it done. When I do it on my own time, it's a little more difficult to sketch. So that's why I knew if I said I'm getting it out in 2013, then I have to get it out in 2013.
Well, we look forward to it, that's for sure. You were also studying Italian. Have you conquered that?
I don't know if I've conquered it, but I mean, I've been studying it for, off and on for 6-7 years. So I mean, I'm very conversational. That's for sure. I mean, I'm very comfortable speaking it, conversationally. So.
Yeah, and that's something you have to keep up with. When I was in high school, I took 2 years of Italian, and I did very well. I got straight A's, but when you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, you have to use it or you lose it. You do.
Yeah.
But I like it, and I go to Italy frequently. I lived over there for almost a year, and I have a whole other group of friends over there that I am very, I keep up with them and everything. And my wife and I were married in Italy in July, and we're probably going to go back sometime this summer. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, I get a chance to use it because I'm over there usually twice a year.
Lucky you. I still haven't gotten there one day. It's in my bucket list.
It is fantastic. I mean, I strongly suggest it. Everything from the food to the, just the artwork. I mean, it's a different way of life. It really is spectacular.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I look at a lot of pictures. I look at a lot of videos. There's Italian singers I like. So all I need to do now is get over there.
You'll get there. You will.
One day. One day,
right?
I can be your babysitter or something, or nanny or whatever, and you can take me next time
you
go.
All the kids are old enough that they don't need one now. So
shucks.
You missed out on that one. I hate to tell you this, but since I did screw up my schedule, I only have a few more minutes because I had to kind of duck out of something that I was doing to give you a call. But I would be more than happy to, if you want, call back another time, in a month or so, and talk to you guys again, because I really am enjoying talking to you. I have to get back into a meeting that I was at. Probably in the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you want to take any calls or anything?
Yeah, I was just going to say, why don't we go ahead and take a couple calls, because we've got callers that have been holding.
Okay.
First up is going to be David. David, say hello to Sean.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Hi, David. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just want to tell you, it's thrilled to have you back on GH.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm really enjoying it. And my question is, how much of GH prepared you for Scandal Crest?
Well, I would have to say it was probably a combination of all the soap operas that I've been on. I've been on 4 now, believe it or not. And I think that it helps. But I mean, doing improv, you'd never know what's going to happen. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I would say more than anything, my stand-up comedy experiences helped more with doing Scandal Crest, because we have a loose outline of what's going to happen, and then it's kind of like they throw us on the stage and it's like go.
I know, that's totally. I caught a couple of episodes and I just couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. We had a good time doing that.
Yeah, a lot of the actors do them, and I know it's really funny.
Yeah, it's very funny, and it gives us a chance to do sort of a very different thing than we usually do, than we ever do on soap operas. We really don't ad lib or improv on on a soap opera.
Right.
So this is just like a sort of a chance to, I guess, use another set of acting muscles.
Exactly. And that's what you guys need to keep yourself fresh and learn new things.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, David, for calling in. I'm going to go ahead
David,
and take another caller.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, David.
Before I take the next caller, though, I have to tell you a girl named Sophia on Twitter said, tell him the girl at Godiva says hi. She wanted to listen in, but she's at work.
She goes to my gym. I know who she is. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Sophia, if she's listening.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take David from Columbus. David, 2 Davids in a row. How do you like that? Go ahead and say hi to Sean.
Yeah, hi, Sean. And I'm used to, even now when people call the name David, I almost won't turn my head around because there's at least 5 or 10 wherever I go. So
Well, you want to hear something funny real quick? My husband's name is David. My son's name is David. My father-in-law's name is David.